Here with Nick. Nick, can you tell us a little bit about Cameron? We had some readers say they're interested in hearing about him with all the positions he plays and everything. So,
Well, he's just a heck of an athlete, and he always goes 100% at what he has to do, and he's just a versatile guy. But the thing that he's so precise about is that he could just always adapt and try his hardest, and really understand. He'll study the playbook just at the position he needs and stuff like that. So that's what separates him, I think, his ability to be able to switch so many positions and understand what's going on. Plus, he's our second-string quarterback, and so as a quarterback, you have to know pretty much the whole offense, so it makes it easier for him to jump around and stuff. So he's doing really good, though. I'm impressed.
another guy who's we had some readers ask about, who plays a lot of different spots for you, returns kicks, plays cornerback, receivers, J.J. McCarthy. We haven't really talked about him that much, but it's what kind of presence does he bring to the team?
He brings a good presence. He's a guy that kind of lightens the moods a lot of times, and stuff. But he always goes 100%. And returning kicks, he's just gotten so much more confident over the year in returning that it's at the beginning of the season it was kind of an iffy thing where it's is he gonna make the catch and stuff like that. And he's making great plays on special teams now. And on defense, he didn't get much time last game, but he's still, every time he goes in, you feel confident when he's in, and he makes great stops, makes big tackles on run plays.
He has a lot of tackles for a cornerback.
Yeah, a lot of tackles. So he's doing a great job.
All right. So headed into Snohomish, you're 6-2. If you beat Snohomish at Snohomish, you'll knock them out of the playoffs, and you also clinch the number 2 seed in a home game. What are your thoughts heading into Friday's game?
I just love the feeling knowing that, first off, our rival you can knock out of the playoffs, and just the situation that we've put ourselves in is just a great feeling to know that we've came so far as a team, starting from everything with Mariner happening, the coach going down, and just all the adversity we've handled to put ourselves in this situation to clinch a playoff spot first off, but then secondly, if we win this game, we're got a 2 seed and probably a home playoff game and a great seed for the playoffs. So that's just the best feeling you can have right now, knowing that you're in and looking for the game after that.
Well, you guys have earned it. We have heard that there might be a couple guys who haven't had a start yet who might be starting against Snohomish on defense. Can you tell us about some of these up-and-coming guys?
Well, at middle linebacker, junior Jason Mendel might get a shot, and senior Blake LaHuke. And LaHuke's been rotating in somewhat, and he also is our long snapper on punts, and he got in at punt last week when Duke got hurt. But they both are great guys. They're really taking their time with film this week. I can tell, yesterday they were watching the film really with a purpose, knowing what they need to do, and they're gonna have a lot of opportunities to make plays. So I have complete faith that they'll get it done, and so we'll see what happens. I'm excited for it.
Can you tell us a little bit about Aaron Britton too, sophomore?
He's a really good kid. He's gonna probably get a start this week. I mean, he's been in the rotation, but he's probably starting this week at a strong side D end, and he's a great kid. He always is focused. And today he was at Tri's office at 7 o'clock, asking him a couple questions about what if they line up with no tight end, what is he doing, and stuff like that. So he's just a great kid, and he's gonna make plays this week. I know he will.
You and I talked at the beginning of the season, and you told me some of your goals, and you had some very specific goals, and they seemed kind of big at the time, but I can vouch that you have achieved pretty much every one of them. A couple of them are still out there. Aside from that, can you give us a little bit of an update on where you're at and if you've started to hear from any schools based on your performance this year?
Yeah, the goals I'm still pushing to strive for a couple of them, but the guys are putting me in the situation that I've wanted to be in all year, and they're helping me out. And guys are catching the ball and stuff, and so I still am right there at those goals, and a lot of them I've already had. But for the college situation too, Coach Tri actually just got a call this morning, and Idaho University wanted my film FedExed immediately, so because they're having a coaches meeting on Thursday. So I sent that out today.
In their Division I, right?
Division I.
Excellent.
It's part of the WAC. So that's the first college I've really heard from. I'm getting still calls from the smaller schools. I'm going to probably go down to Linfield College in Eastern Oregon next weekend for one of their home games. They asked me to come down and stuff, and said they'll give me lunch and stuff.
We heard you got a letter from an Ivy. Is that true?
Yeah. I had some talk. I sent my email to Yale, actually. I had some insight from a fellow guy around the Lake Stevens area who said that he talked to the coach and he forwarded me the emails, and it's of him between the coach, and the coach said he's interested in having me send it to him. So
that's exciting.
I sent some profile stuff to Yale, so that's pretty cool. So
awesome.
We'll see what happens. it's beginning to become a exciting road.
And I don't know if you've been paying attention or not, but Thursday, big high school game, Skyline and Bothell.
Yeah.
I know you know some of those kids. Any predictions on that one?
I predict Skyline to pull it out. Me and some guys are going to carpool down there, I think, after we have team dinners on Thursday night. But I think we're going to get a group of us to try to go down, maybe. And it should be an exciting one, but I think Skyline's got what it takes as long as they bring their A game. So Heaps is an all-star quarterback, and they got fast guys on the perimeter that we played Bothell at up at camp at Western, and I just think that Skyline's perimeter guys just have the speed that Bothell can't hang with them.
And you played Skyline too.
Yeah. Well, I played with Skyline. We didn't play them up there at Western, but I played with them at camps and stuff. So yeah, I know both teams.
Great.
So yeah.
So Skyline win. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.